This is the story, the fantastically true story, of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. Communists don't always believe in passive resistance. This week's story concerns the party's secret plans for its blueprint of destruction. Now here's a really lovely piece. I've got an idea. Why don't we use this as your trademark?
It's a good idea.
And your copy is lovely, too. Ceramics by Mallison, the hallmark of beauty. I like that very much.
What do you think, Mr. Mallinson?
The business details I'll leave to my wife. All I know is you've certainly captured the beauty of our products.
Well, I think it's what we need to crack the national market.
I think so, too. I'm satisfied you're the firm to handle our advertising campaign. Don't you think so, George?
I'm completely sold.
Well, good. Well, we'll get started right away. You'll probably be seeing a good deal of me around here. The more I know about ceramics, the better our copy's going to be.
You're welcome anytime, Mr. Philbrick.
And if you will send us the contract, we will sign it immediately.
Good, good. Well, I'm looking forward to a very pleasant association.
We are, too.
Goodbye, Mr. Philbrick.
Goodbye.
Can we be this good?
Is it possible?
Hello, Herb. Well, Comrade Barker.
Did you get the advertising account?
Since when has the party been interested in my business success?
Since you started trying to get Mallison's advertising.
They've been following me, huh?
Comrade Harvey wants to see you right now.
By all means. Let's not keep our cell leader waiting. Here's my card. This is the hardest part of being a counter-spy. The perpetual feeling of being watched and followed. It's the only way you can be of service to the FBI.
Come in, gentlemen, come in. Well, how did it go with the Mallisons today, Comrade?
Perhaps you wouldn't mind explaining this. My contact with them has nothing to do with the party.
That's for us to decide. Actually, if you hadn't made contact on your own, the party would have ordered you to do so.
You mean this is a party project?
A very important project. Now, what happened today?
Well, I'm to handle their advertising.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Will you please tell me what this is all about?
Well, the party is interested in the Mallison ceramic factory.
In what way?
In its utter and complete destruction. You are to be in charge of the project. But your first duty is to see that Comrade Barker here is employed to work for the Mallisons.
You shouldn't have any trouble getting me in, Herb. I've had a lot of experience in ceramic work.
But look, I just don't understand this. The Mallisons run a small, obscure factory. Why should the party be interested in destroying it?
Oh, come, Comrade. You've been a member long enough to know that we don't question the party's motives. Well, I've got to finish these pictures. You'll get further orders later on. Right now, you're to be sure to see that Comrade Barker goes to work at the factory. Smile, Comrade, smile. Today's a great day for us all.
Oh. It doesn't make sense. Why would the destruction of this factory be so important to the party? Why? Well, there's only one thing to do. Call the FBI. If anybody knows what this is all about, they will. Find a place where it'll be safe to meet Henderson.
What's up?
I was in hopes you'd be able to tell me. I just got an advertising contract with an outfit called Mallison Ceramics.
Yes?
When I left the factory, there was a commie waiting for me. Ordered me to sell headquarters. Seems the party wants Mallison's put out of business. Somehow the factory's to be completely destroyed. I'm in charge of the project.
Any explanation?
Oh, just the usual don't ask questions or else routine. First thing I've got to do is infiltrate the place by getting a job there for a commie named Barker. I thought maybe you'd have some idea what it's all about.
I wish I did. If it was as important as all that to the party, it's doubly important to the FBI.
Look, Hal, the Mallisons are friends of mine. They're good, average, hard-working, decent citizens. I can't just stand by while the party ruins them.
No, but at least you can make the communists think you are. That way, at least you'll know what's going on.
Yeah. You're right as usual, Hal.
Follow their orders. In the meantime, I'll try to find out what this is all about.
Okay. I'll be seeing you.
These, of course, are the kilns where the ceramics are baked. It takes 24 hours before the wire goes through the kilns at a temperature of 2,000 degrees.
Amazing how these things are turned into works of art.
It's almost a lost occupation. Actually, we could use a dozen more people for the painting. But we can't find them.
As a matter of fact, I've got a friend who's a ceramics painter, and he happens right now to be out of a job.
Oh?
Maybe I'd be doing you both a favor if I sent him around to you.
This friend, is he a good friend of yours, Herb?
Yeah, I guess you'd call him that.
Well, let's go in and see what my wife says.
All right.
Oh, hello, Herb. Has George been giving you the deluxe tour?
He certainly has.
Milford, Herb says he has a friend who is looking for a job as a ceramic painter.
We are very particular about the people we employ.
Mildred means we only hire the very best workers.
Well, I'm sure you'd be satisfied with this fellow's work.
Well, actually, it's a little more involved than that. Is this man an American citizen, Herb?
Why, yes. Yes, I guess he is.
Well, could you vouch for his loyalty?
Loyalty? Now, you're not going to tell me that all this ceramics business is just a blind for a secret government project.
When we first started, we found one of our employees was a communist. We caused a little trouble in the plant. But I'm sure we wouldn't have to worry about any friends of yours, Herb.
Of course not. Send him around, Herb.
Oh, thanks. Well, I better be getting back to the office.
Goodbye, Herb.
Bye, Herb.
Why are they so afraid of having a communist in the plant? What are they doing here that makes them so important and so obviously dangerous to the party?
So, the Mallisons want you to vouch for your friend's loyalty, eh?
Oh, I'll be only too happy to sign any loyalty oath they want.
Good.
Yeah, but what if they start delving into Comrade Barker's background? What if they find out he's a member of the party?
Oh, don't worry about that. They'll be out of business long before they have a chance to delve that deeply.
How soon do we do this?
Very soon, comrade. Very soon.
Any new orders for me?
No, not for a few days at least. We've got to give Comrade Barker here a chance to look around the plant. And he'll contact you.
How do we put the plant out of business? The usual smear campaign?
No, that'll take too long. This is going to be sheer magic.
Magic?
Yes. The party will wave its magic wand and poof, factory is gone.
Get to the nearest phone booth and call Henderson.
We're at a complete loss for the party's purpose.
Is it possible the Mallisons could have been engaged in some kind of secret government work?
No, if they were, we'd certainly know about it.
I'm worried sick about them. Once Barker gets in there, there's no telling how fast they'll act.
Whatever it is, won't you be told?
I don't know. You can't be sure. Look, Look, Hal, isn't there some way of your planting one of your men in that factory?
Well, not right away. I'll have to find an operative who knew the business.
I'm supposed to visit the Mallisons on Sunday. I'll have to cancel. I can't face them.
Are you going with you?
No, she's away with the kids. They're visiting her mother.
Well, if you're going alone, why don't you try to find out what this loyalty business is all about? Anything you pick up might help.
Okay. I'll contact you if I learn anything.
I know how you feel, Herb.
Sometimes I think if I didn't have somebody to talk to, I'd go completely crazy. See you.
Lock.
I'll get it.
I hope you didn't think you were just going to sit around and watch us, Herb.
Oh, no, George. As an old family man, I'm too smart to think of Sunday as a day of rest. How do you like your dressing?
Oh, I'll leave that up to you, Herb. Just go ahead and surprise us.
Maybe more of a surprise than you counted on.
It's for you, George. The wholesalers want to know about the shipment of ashtrays.
But I told them.
We'll just have to step up production. We'd better talk to them.
Excuse me, Herb.
I didn't know the wholesalers were open on Sunday.
Well, this is sort of, an emergency.
Will you have to go down to the factory?
I don't know.
Maybe there's something I could
I
pick
don't
up.
think so. Thank you.
Got to go down to the factory. I'm terribly sorry, Herb. Please go right ahead and eat. I'll phone you later, dear.
Mildred, there's no use our having this when George isn't here. I can make it another time.
No, Herb, don't go. There's something I want to tell you. George and I were planning to tell you today anyway.
Something you want to tell me?
About us. Have you ever heard of the Information for Freedom group?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Isn't that a group of refugees from behind the Iron Curtain?
Yes. Originally, the policy of the group was to smuggle out information about America's foreign policies to our friends and relatives in Europe. Of late, we are also trying to smuggle out those whom the communists have marked for death.
We?
George and I are the founders of the group.
Oh. Well, what's that got to do with the ceramics business?
Well, most important, it provides us with money for our work. It also serves as a good blind. The material we export to Europe contains our code messages and gives our friends proof that they are not alone in their fight for liberty.
You and George are doing this on your own?
You see, George and I are former refugees ourselves from Czechoslovakia. We changed our name from Merrick to Mallison when we came here, but we still have ties in the old country.
Well, isn't this part of our government's overseas information service?
Well, ours is a volunteer service. It has nothing to do with the government's information activity.
But you and George by yourselves, what can you do against the whole Communist Party?
Enough so that we know that we have been marked for death. But first they have to find us. And so far, we've been able to keep our identity a secret. And we certainly know that we can trust you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can trust me.
I got your report. So that's the setup. Mallisons are penetrating the Iron Curtain.
Yeah. The reason I wanted to see you, Hal, is to find out if there isn't something you can do to stop this whole thing.
I've located an out-of-town operative who knows ceramics. But he won't be able to get here for a week. Heard any more about the plan?
No. I'm on my way over to the ceramics place now. Maybe I'll be able to worm something out of Barker.
Let's just hope that the party's not ready to move yet. Once I get my man in there, the Mallisons will be safe.
I'll be seeing you, Hal.
No, we better break off all personal contact. Use your operative quarters in your attic. So long, Herb.
Sounds like Henderson knows more than he's telling. Looks like you're in this alone, Philbrick.
Hello, Herb.
Hi. Thanks for the recommendation, Herb.
The way Barker's going, it won't be long before he gets a raise. Excuse me, I've got to check the kilns.
Too bad they won't be in business long enough for that raise to come through, eh, Herb?
No. Has a date been set for the plan?
Maybe. I don't really know.
Come on, tell tell a fella. After all, I want to get at least one check out of him before it happens.
Comrade, you better stifle those capitalistic tendencies. When you leave here, report to headquarters. Harvey wants to see you.
Yeah, what for?
He'll tell you. He's our cell leader.
Okay.
They're all set for tonight.
You mean the plan?
You seem nervous, comrade.
No, I'm not nervous. Just a little keyed up, I guess.
What do these people, the Mallisons, mean to you?
Nothing in particular, just another account.
Good. Because they're going to be liquidated.
I thought you said the party always avoided a course of violence.
Whenever possible. This case, it can't be helped.
How is it going to happen?
Come here. I'll show you.
What is it?
A refined version of that old revolutionary idea, the time bomb. It's very effective in a small area. Well, there we are. All set, timed, ready to go.
When is it time to go off?
Oh, don't worry, comrade. It won't go off in here. Now, as soon as Comrade Barker phones that the rest of the employees have left the factory, we take the box right over there. He knows where it's to go.
What about the Mallisons? Won't they see it?
No, they're busy working on a special project of their own. They'll be busy in their office. It must be him now. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes. Yes. Well, yes, the pictures are ready. But look, I've been a little busy today. Be all right if I drop them off tomorrow? No, I want your business. That's right. Please don't cancel. It's all right. I'll come right over. Fool to think that I have to depend on these bourgeois for an existence.
Look, I could take those pictures over for you.
No, I better take them over myself. I've got to appease him. I can't afford to lose his business. He's too important a client.
Comrade, weren't you just giving me a lecture about that kind of thing?
Well, in your case, it's different. You work for a big firm. A client more or less doesn't matter to you.
What about Comrade Barker's phone call?
No, I don't know. Look, you stay here and take it. When he calls, take the box right over to the factory yourself. And you better leave it in that closet till it's time for you to go, just in case some stranger came in.
Right.
Now, look, comrade, there's no need for anyone to know that I had to go. I know I can depend on your discretion.
Well, what you do is your own concern.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
If you could only call Henderson. No. Remember Henderson's warning. When the FBI breaks contact, they mean it. You're really on your own. Hello?
Hello. Who is this?
This is Philbrick.
Oh, it's you. Let me talk to Comrade Harvey.
He's busy. He's fixing the box. He asked me to take a message.
Tell him I'm ready. I'll meet you around the back. And hurry it up. I can't stay here too late. They might come out and get suspicious.
Right. Wait a minute. Supposing you took the wrong box. Supposing you left the bomb here and took one of these other boxes over to the factory. Come on, Philbrick, make up your mind. Same size, same weight. If you could only phone Henderson, he'd have some way to protect you. But you can't. You know you can't. One of Harvey's pals. If he follows you, there'll be no chance to make that phone call. Just pray he doesn't get into his car when you get into yours. Pray hard. carrying something like this, you drive carefully.
Come on.
Well, that's that. I guess I better get back to the office.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't Comrade Harvey tell you?
Tell me what?
He wants us all to celebrate together.
Where?
At the photographic gallery, of course. Comrade Harvey, where have you been?
What happened? Are we all set?
Yeah, everything went as easy as pie, eh, Philbrick?
Yeah.
Good. It won't be long now.
What time is it set to explode?
Precisely at 8. You placed it exactly in the right spot, Comrade?
Exactly, Comrade.
Well, we know the Mallisons will stay in their office till at least 9.
Not tonight, they won't.
What do you mean?
Tonight, they'll stay there forever, for all eternity.
Oh, see what you mean. I'll turn on the radio. A few minutes after 8, we should have a news flash. Then we'll all go out and have dinner together. Hey, Comrade?
Sounds fine.
How about you, Herb? Join us?
What?
What's the matter, Comrade?
Nothing?
I know what's wrong with him. He's sick at the prospect of losing an advertising account.
As a matter of fact, I do feel a little sick. I guess I picked up a virus or something. Would you mind if I went on home and waited?
No, not at all. After we get the news flash that the factory has been destroyed.
Oh. There won't be any news flash, Herb. Only an explosion. And you won't even hear that. It'll all be over in a fraction of a second. Unless you tell them the truth. Unless you tell them you left the real bomb here in the closet. That would save you all right. Temporarily. Take your choice, Philbrick. You either die in a few minutes with your 2 cellmates, or you wait for the party to do the job.
Oh, you clumsy fool.
I'm sorry.
Lucky it wasn't one of my lenses. They're expensive. I'll turn on the radio.
That clock up there, is it correct?
To the second. What the devil's the matter with this thing?
I've got a radio in my car. We could listen out there.
Yeah, that's right. We can listen in the car. Oh. My lenses. I ought to put them away. They're expensive. I haven't got any insurance. Get that one there, please.
What? Oh.
Thank you. Any second now. Let's go. What happened?
You idiot, you gave me the wrong box.
How could I? I don't understand.
Well, I don't think the party's going to understand either.
I'm responsible. I blundered. They'll kill me.
But isn't that what you plan to do to the Mallisons, comrade? What does the Bible say about people like you? They have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. Because a counter-spy dared to risk exposure, the communist plot was completely smashed, and the Mallisons' fight for freedom was preserved. Next week, another story from the files of a man who spent 9 fantastic years as a counter spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.